Hey church, it's Pastor Geoffrey with the weekly video blog update for the coming weekend, which is the 18th and the 19th of October. Here it is Tuesday at the office, and I want to give you an update on what activities you can expect this week at the church. Tomorrow night, Wednesday, we're going to have our fellowship meal at 6 p.m. and that's going to be followed by our Bible study, which is going through the first two chapters of the Book of Esther. So we did an introduction last week on Wednesday night to the Book of Esther, and for those who were there, you got a little introduction about Esther and a little bit of what we know about the story. And one of the first questions is going to be, what's the theme of the story and who's involved with that? So take a cursory read over the whole Book of Esther. There's only 10 chapters. It's not that long. Pretty easy read, and so you'll have an opportunity to discuss the first two chapters tomorrow evening after our fellowship meal at 7 p.m. And then we go into Thursday, and the ladies will be back together with the BSF Bible Study Fellowship meeting that will start at 10 a.m. in the fellowship hall. And ladies, that's about exile and return. Going to hit a lot of books of the Bible. Actually in the book of Daniel this week, the same way we are in the book of Daniel from the pulpit on Sunday morning. So great feedback there where you can get a doubled up version of what's going on in the exile and the return. And so a great opportunity there. Any lady can come and start at any time. If you want to get involved, just show up at the church fellowship hall at 10 a.m. and Miss Kat and Miss Susan will get you going there with that study. And then we move into the weekend, and on Saturday morning, the men will be getting together for the men's prayer breakfast. That men's prayer breakfast we are hosting this month, so that's in the fellowship hall at 7:30, and Pastor Jamie will be there, and we'll have a great opportunity, men, to have some good food and some good conversation, some encouraging words, and then an opportunity to pray for our families and our community and take advantage of the opportunity to strengthen one another in our faith. And so a great time for the men to be able to get together with that. And then at lunchtime, the ladies will be together to do an outing together that involves a little bit of music. Sweet Adeline's program, I think, is going to be on in Arapahoe, but it's going to start with a meal over at the Mexican place, Los Abuelos. And so if you want to get that on your calendar, ladies, to join that, you can head on over to the Mexican restaurant or call Miss Kat and get some more information about that. Great opportunity to go, and hopefully you guys have signed up and you're looking forward to doing that. And then we move into Sunday, and the Sunday morning service, we are going a little bit further in the book of Daniel. We're going to hit Daniel chapter 4. The king Nebuchadnezzar gets another vision, and it's a vision of a great tree. And so we'll have this message about the great tree, and we'll discuss that on Sunday morning. Worship will start at 10 a.m. and we'll go through that. Could be an interesting conversation about the great tree, a lot of good learnings out of that. We're going to ask ourselves the question of, what does it mean about Nebuchadnezzar, and what does his reaction really say about his spiritual state? One of the great questions we have is Nebuchadnezzar saved or not? Did he make it into the kingdom? Is he in heaven one day where we can have a conversation with him about his life, etc.? Great question. So if you want to take a cursory read of Daniel chapter 4, we're going to dive into that this weekend. So great opportunity to get involved with the church starting tomorrow, Wednesday night, for a fellowship meal. The ladies together on Thursday for BSF. The men together for that prayer breakfast on Saturday morning, a women's outing that involves some lunch and some music on Saturday, and then a worship service on Sunday from the book of Daniel. So hope you guys are going to have a great week. I look forward to seeing you at the church. We love you guys.